Hello, this is Clean Coach Carly. I'm the staff nutritionist at Healthy Habits Living. I am giving you a recap of my 5% tips and rules for the last month. I send these out once a week, and these are really easy, low cost, or even free tips that you can implement into your life to achieve your health goals. Little steps equals big rewards. So March is always National Nutrition Month. So I always say, start where you are. If you are eating processed food all the time, this month maybe try eating a vegetable once per meal, or even one vegetable per day if you're not consuming your vegetables. Another thing to keep in mind when you're at the grocery store, buy things that don't have labels or ingredients or have very tiny labels. Whole foods, usually meats and vegetables and fruits and nuts, don't have any ingredient lists because they are simply what they are. And that is what a real whole food is. So my first tip is celebrate March and Nutrition Month by eating real food. Another day that happens in March every year is National Diabetes Day. And 1 in 10 people in the United States deal with diabetes. And this is primarily a lifestyle and choice-induced disease. We know there's some genetics involved, but this can be managed with your diet and your lifestyle. One of my favorite tools for this is a continuous blood glucose monitor. They're called CGMs. You can get a prescription from your doctor usually, or you can just buy one from an online service, and you have continuous data about your blood sugar. So no need to prick your finger anymore. I think this is a great tool, even if you aren't diabetic, but you're having blood sugar or energy swings. I see this a lot with menopausal clients or those who cannot get rid of stubborn belly fat. So celebrate Diabetes Day by reducing your chances and risk of diabetes. And one of the ways is using a continuous blood glucose monitor. I always like to highlight seasonal eating, and it's still citrus season where I'm living. And so I am recommending that you get creative with your citrus. You don't have to just peel it and eat it whole. There's so many things you can do. I love citrus salads with beets in the wintertime because beets are also in season. I also like to make a lemon curd or an orange curd or even a pomelo or grapefruit curd. I always reduce the sugar in half, or I add honey instead of sugar. This is a way to enjoy your citrus and a nice sweet treat without a bunch of added sugar. The last thing that I do with my citrus is dehydrate it. So you can get a meat slicer or a mandolin and make rounds, slices of your citrus and put them in your dehydrator to be eaten with salads later or can be made into teas. My last tip for this month is exercise your brain. So any form of movement is helping your brain, but when you're doing bilateral movements, so movements that engage both sides of your body, this is really good for your brain. Another thing that's great for your brain is doing puzzles like word cross puzzles or Sudoku, or even just regular jigsaw puzzles. So if you are doom scrolling all the time on your phone, you may be activating your brain a little bit depending on the content you're looking at. But if you really want to exercise your brain, bilateral movements or even puzzles. Just good old-fashioned analog, working with your brain and your hands to put together a jigsaw puzzle. So that's my 5% rules for this month. And this is an easy recap that we provide every month because we're always here at Healthy Habits Living to help you get healthy so you can stay healthy and be healthy.